guys, and welcome back to my channel, Leia Loves. Today I'm going to be filming my top rose perfumes with a few honorable mentions. If you guys know me, you know rose is like one of my top 3 favorite notes in perfume of all time. It is my favorite floral note. I think it can be very versatile for summer and winter, as you'll kind of see later in this video with some of these perfumes. And overall, I just think it is a stunning, stunning, stunning note. So I am going to be talking to you about my favorite rose perfumes and ones that I'd highly recommend, and a few honorable mentions that I like, but maybe not as much as the others, but I will let you know which ones those are. So if you are interested in hearing my favorite rose perfumes, please keep on watching. The first perfume that I absolutely have to talk about is Philosophy's Amazing Grace Ballet Rose. This is part of their Amazing Grace line. If you've smelled anything from the line, they are just very soft, delicate, gentle, non-offensive, everyday perfumes. They're pretty much like floral. Most of Philosophy's perfumes are just delicate florals, and this is no exception. Fortunately, they do not last the longest, but they are quite compact and very easy to carry around and respray. They won't offend anyone. They won't give anyone a headache. This one specifically, I know people can smell if they get close to you. It is a very big compliment getter as well, but for the most part, they're not too noticeable or too out there. But this one in particular is a very soft, delicate, gentle, watery, fresh out of the garden rose. This is just so easy to wear. It is so beautiful, so delicate, so just, I don't know, it's just so beautifully made. And I just think it is something so special for everyone to own if they just need that everyday grab and go kind of throw on sweet, gentle, rosy fragrance. And it is a very like sweet, not sugary sweet, but very like naturally sweet, if that makes sense. Rose, it's not like super sharp or super vintage or anything like that. It's just very delicate and dewy and watery and amazing. I also do want to mention that I love the packaging. The shade of pink on the label is absolutely stunning, and I love that they have little quotes on their bottles and boxes. This one says, "Philosophy, grace gives you the quiet strength to move to your own rhythm." I just think it is very beautiful and very inspiring. My next one, I'm very excited to mention to you guys because if you guys have seen my perfume wish list, you will have seen this on it. Actually, my parents' 21st anniversary happened a few weeks ago, and my mom actually really liked this and really wanted it as well. My dad and I decided to get this for her. It actually has her initials on it right there on the bottle. And I was like, well, I mean, maybe she'll share with me, and she's been very good about sharing with me. So that's kind of the story behind this. But this is Rose d'Avance by Louis Vuitton. The first thing that I have to say about this is that this performs incredibly well. It came with 2 samples, and those also perform pretty well. So I'm actually very pleasantly surprised at the performance of Louis Vuitton fragrances. Secondly, the smell is absolutely heavenly. It is just a very rich, jammy, sweet, like comforting, yet like bold and daring rose. I absolutely adore this. This is like, I think it's a good daytime scent depending on the occasion. Like, it's definitely not every day. It's definitely more special occasion daytime, and also very good for nighttime. Not like clubbing nighttime, but you know, like a nice dinner, something like that, or like a fancy lunch, or like a work event or a wedding. I just think this is a very beautiful scent for something like that. It is, again, just very rich, jammy, edible kind of rose. And I just think it is so, so stunning. I'd also like to take a moment to appreciate this one's packaging without my hand kind of in the way in the back. It's just absolutely stunning. And this is actually magnetic, and it pops off like this. It kind of looks like a little potion that you would take the whole cork out, but no, it's a sprayer, and this cap goes on magnetically. My third one almost actually gave me a run for my money on which one was my favorite. This is the Jo Malone London Velvet Rose and Oud Cologne Intense. The Jo Malone Cologne Intense line is just absolutely stunning. They come in these beautiful black bottles with the reflective label. I'm gonna try not to move this around too much so it's not annoying for you guys, but they are just absolutely stunning, and the fragrances are so rich and long lasting. I know Jo Malone is kind of notorious for having very gentle, delicate, not super long-lasting fragrances, kind of like Philosophy, but these ones are absolutely a full 180 from that. These ones last forever, or at least the ones that I've tried and smelled. and they are just so rich and beautiful. As the black bottle would suggest, this is quite a deep, rich scent. It's very nighttime. You can definitely smell the fabricy, rich velvet. The rose is very pronounced as well. It's very jammy and strong and bold, and you can definitely smell the oud as well. It's kind of a nice, gentle, sweet oud, and overall combined, this just creates the most comforting yet again bold and daring, beautiful fragrance. This is perfect. Honestly, I think this is a very good like night out on the town scent. It smells very expensive, very bougie, if you will, and I just think it is absolutely stunning, as with all of these. I also have to say that when you think rose perfume, you don't automatically think something rich and deep like this, but that's also kind of what I love about it, that it's unique in a non-conventional basic rose fragrance. I don't know, I feel like rose, it just reminds you over and over again that rose is such a beautiful, versatile note. My fourth one that I unfortunately only have a sample of is Mancera Roses Vanille. I think this card is so adorable, but that aside, this is a sugary, sweet, edible rose. You can smell the vanilla, you can smell sugar, you can smell roses. It's kind of like candied rose petals, and it's just so sweet, so rich, so beautiful, so long-lasting, so satisfying and comforting. It's like borderline gourmand in my opinion, because I would totally eat a candied rose petal, but of course probably most people would consider it a sweet floral. This is just, I think it's beautiful for summer nights, for winter days. I just think it's versatile, beautiful, not the most unique or complex, but definitely still something worth owning and something that I would feel comfortable wearing as a signature scent and throwing on for everyday use. I now have two honorable mentions for you guys. The first being the Body Shop British Rose Eau de Toilette. This is a nice, sharp, realistic, fresh after the rain kind of rose body mist. It is not like super strong like a perfume. Like this is definitely something that you kind of can throw on after a shower, where anywhere it's very light, not super projecting. But it is a very pretty sharp rose if you like those really realistic sharp rose scents. My final perfume to show you, and my final honorable mention, which actually isn't really a perfume at all, is the Bath & Body Works Rose Fine Fragrance Mist. I haven't talked about fragrance mists too much on my channel because I'm mainly into perfumes, but I do have a lot of these, so if you guys are interested in hearing about my favorite body mists, let me know and I would definitely make a video about that. But this is very beautiful. Again, it's very like weak performance, but I just think it is a very good, simple, straight up rose smell. Just a soft one, not very sharp or vintage or anything like that. Just very soft, realistic, gentle, just throw on and head out the door to smell feminine and fresh kind of rose. It's a little bit more green in my opinion, but it kind of works well and it doesn't make you smell like grass or anything. I just think it's a very nice green, fresh rose that you can just kind of throw on. And yeah, so if you're interested in more body mists and perfumes aren't your jam, this is definitely something I'd recommend checking out, and the matching lotion and body wash are heavenly as well if you want to just smell like a rose. This is also very good for layering as well, as it's more of a straight up rose and not too complex, just kind of a one note kind of deal. So yeah, guys, those are my picks for my top rose perfumes with a few honorable mentions. If you know, love, hate, have tried, want to try, whatever, any of these, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd be interested in knowing your opinions. If you know any other great rose perfumes, I've gotten quite a few great recommendations so far, so thank you guys for anyone who's recommended fragrances. But if you have any recommendations for really good rose perfumes, any dupes of these you may know, if you want a more affordable option for some of them, anything like that, please feel free to let me know. I like this because it kind of has a wide range of different price points and different kinds of fragrances as far as like strength goes and things like that. So I think there's something for everybody in here. But if you think of anything else that you think I should try, or you want to let anyone else know of in the comments, please feel free to leave that. I love reading comments and liking and just replying. So yes, thank you guys so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for watching this. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate you, and I hope hope to see you in my